Almost every best player from my time approximately in 2015 when I watch esports, nowadays they're all gone. I mean, they're not completely gone, but they're not good as they were before. For example, Coldzera. He was insane back in the days. 2 times best player in the world, 2 times major MVP. Now yet, where is he?
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, kinda sucks for him. But there's only one player who still remains one of the best players in the world and was deadly even 10 years ago. You know who he is? Bosnia guy who is still clicking his opponent's head? That is NiKo. And he is the greatest. But why? First of all, we need to know why he's better than other players, even better than the GOAT himself. Simple. This is not a contestment in individual performance, this is contestment overall. Like I said, I think he's the only player who still remains one of the best players in the world, compared with new gen players in face of Zaiwu, Dong, Monesi, or maybe he'll compete with new upcomers in face of Kyosuke. They're so locked in, but NiKo is always behind them and keeping up with them. And by the way, he's 28 and still remains a superstar player. The old grown man having fun with kids. That sounds so bad without context. Besides that, all superstar players who were the best from his generation are out now, or some of them playing Valorant.
For every kill you get, I'll give you an ooh.
And yeah, I agree. There are still some players who are playing on the same tier as him, for example Rain and Fallen, but they are not performing like they usually did in their prime. NiKo is still the only one who was and is one of the best players in CS. Like, you know, he's like Samurai, they are already extinct, but somehow he's still deadly even against armed person. What makes him so consistent to play like this? I have no f***ing clue why he's still so good at this game. But I noticed one thing that no other players could do this. It's going out from his comfort zone. He's ready to change environment like it was with G2 to Falcons. If you think NiKo should have stayed in G2, you are a fool. But wait, hold up, they were good. He actually had good results with G2. However, as he mentioned in recent interviews, he was already dissatisfied with how G2 was managing roster. He could stay there because G2 was actually not that horrible, and I'm quite sure it was much more comfortable to stay in perspective roster with 2 young f***ers, aka Monse and Malps. But instead, he chose a fresh start with Falcons. Jesus, the balls of this man are so impressive. But okay, moving forward. And now, why not to talk about his individual performance? As we can see on this tab, he's still so f***ing good. Of course, not near Simple's rating, but he was super impactful for his team. Every year, he's been ranked at least in top 5 among the best players in the world, only falling to 11th place twice in his worst years. He is so deadly on rifle, on pistol, or even on AWP. That is crazy ass comment. And he actually is so versatile that I can imagine him playing anywhere. And I'm quite sure that he will cook better than other players. But okay, moving this aside, we should know that NiKo is better than regular player. But what makes him so special compared to other star players? From history, every team with him were good. Actually, Mouseper were dog shits, but nonetheless, he carried the asses so hard. And imagine being a teenager and also being an AGL. Yep, if you didn't know, when he played for Mouseport, he was an AGL. Firstly, not only he had no experience in playing on a high level tier, but he had no experience in IGLing. Nonetheless, he carried their asses so hard that I was feeling sorry for NiKo. I was feeling sorry for him because he played in this garbage team. But wait, I actually remember Device. You might say, yeah, Device, actually a superstar player, super consistent and skillful. Also was an IGL like NiKo. Unlike Device, NiKo has helped every team he joined start achieving results. Of course, not in the short term, but in the long term. Mouseper for exception, but they weren't horrible with NiKo. In FaZe, he achieved good results and almost won the major. In G2, also showed decent results and making it to grand final of the major. And also in Falcons winning the tournament and pushing the best team in the world on the recent tournament. Having not that notable players, he still managed to make them successful, even before Monesi. Every team NiKo joins ends up looking great because of him. Device couldn't do it with an IP, I mean, he was sick at that time, and that's why he didn't play that much. But when he came back to Astralis, he couldn't make them great again. And define the aura. He has so much aura that Monse couldn't handle G2. Bro was facepalming G2 and wants to play with Uncle NiKo.
Come here!
I mean, G2, they were ready to build a team around Monse, but they couldn't hold him. He left G2 because of NiKo. And after maybe 5 years, or maybe more, maybe less, every player surely will have their decline. And you cannot prevent it. It's alive. And sooner or later, the same will happen to NiKo. But he's so much perspective as you can imagine. I can actually see NiKo playing till his mid-30s, like Rain. He always would be a good addition for team, and also, he has perspective to be a captain. If you name any superstar player of his generation who could be an IGL, actually nobody. Uzera? Nah. Simple? Surely not. Or even Zaiwu. They don't have a trait of being an IGL. They have a trait of, bro, I drop you IK, go kill, we win round. NiKo has been building his influence for over a decade, and I think every young player would want to play under him. Just look at Monse. He's happy to play together with him. That not only show how influential NiKo is, but also highlights that he's a great teammate and a friend. And I'm quite sure that in the future he'll be a great mentor for young players. Maybe it sounds too obvious to you, but because of that, it makes him greater than other players. You can be gifted like Dong. You can be consistent like Simple. You can win everything like Device. But you cannot be eternal like NiKo. It sounds like I'm worshipping him. Yes, I am. But jokes aside, NiKo showed for the past decade that he's one of the best players in the world and nobody could actually stand near him. He's so damn versatile, and even till this day, he's still playing insanely good. I mean, he still didn't win a major, but I think he surely will. It's on the player who deserves to win a major, and no other player, except Zaiwu. I mean, I don't mind him to win his second major, but I hope before before NiKo retire, I hope that he will win at least one major. I don't care if he doesn't claim MVP, if he will be the worst player of the tournament. I hope someday he will win this major. I respect NiKo from the bottom of my heart for playing this game for 10 years and still keeping up with youngsters. And I guess adapting, learning, and grinding, it's all about NiKo. And yeah, I'm done for the day. So yeah, thanks for watching. Yeah, simple video of my thoughts. I will keep this type of content for now, just to simplify my life. Anyway, if you like the video, leave a goddamn like and subscribe to my channel. And yet again, see you next time.